there, isn't it?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, let me get my holster figured out here. Whew. What's up, everybody? We are, hopefully the wind won't pick up here. We've had a little bit of wind. We're at Double Springs Campground near Mormon Lake, Arizona. This is the expo week for us. We went yesterday to the Overland Expo in Flagstaff. What's up, y'all? We're at the Overland Expo in Flagstaff. How y'all feel about that? What do you think, Mrs. C?
I'm loving it.
You're loving it? Here's the sign of the whatever it is. Lots of awesome rigs already. Had a blast, spent more money than we should have, bought a few items that we needed that we had worn out and that needed replacing while we were there. We've spent the week just kind of traversing up this way. We stayed in the pasture for 3 or 4 days. We're at a campground now. It's a beautiful campground. The lady that runs it, Mary, does an outstanding job. It is a 11 sites, I think, all reservable. I think they got a water cistern over here. I know they got a water cistern over here, and clean pit toilets. So if you guys ever want to stop, this is an awesome place. Now we're going to take a little walk up. I call it a walk because Bruno's going with us, so I don't think I'm going to classify it as a hike. We may or may not make it more than 100 yards up the hill. More than 100 yards up the hill. But we're going to give it a shot. We've got all of our gear with us, which is we're overkill. There's the wind. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too bad. I've got a mic for this thing. I've just never set it up. Hopefully our overkill won't be necessary, but we're going to give it a shot. Mrs. C, you liking this campground? There's 11 spots here, like I said, and they're all reservable, super quiet, very convenient to Mormon Lake. There is nothing in Mormon Lake, so even though it's, I think there's a pizzeria and maybe a RV resort. There's a campground if you want to go to campground there, but Dairy Springs, I think, is up the road. It's another little national forest campground. Which we haven't looked at, but I think it's probably pretty nice. But we're going to take a walk a couple of yards up the Arizona Trail. We got a family ahead of us, I think, so we're going to kind of wait them out a little bit because Mrs. C is a gazelle when it comes to hiking. We're at 7,000 feet, so there'll probably be a lot of huffing and puffing and gasping for life.
Can I have my inhaler?
She's got her inhaler, everybody. But anyway, we'll see y'all shortly. Bye, Mrs. There's Bruno, y'all. I told you he was with us. Mrs. C's got her pack full of everything she could possibly need for a walk. I got mine full of nothing. I have a bear bell and 2 waters because we're in bear country. Anyway, Bruno, are you leading the way, bud? All right. A little quick pan of the campground. This is our spot number 10. I don't know what the numbers are up there. I think the one on my right is 11. There's the water cistern. There's Mary's bus. There's Mrs. C's smiley face. Over here, up here somewhere, is a trail we're going to go on. So anyway, you guys come along. Let's enjoy this. Right, Mrs. C? This is the Arizona Trail. Arizona Trail, y'all. We're gonna jump off up here at the Lake Vista Trail, Lakeview Vista, 2 miles. But we can clock some Arizona Trail on our travels. Huh, Bruno? Bruno's been on the Arizona Trail. Yep, he's off the lava rocks. He's got a dirt path. He's fixing to cross a bridge. He will be happy. This is probably one of the doubles. Y'all forgive us if we start gasping and panting because we're at 7,000 feet elevation.
Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful. Bruno, Mom wants to get across that bridge. He's like, I want to go out here and look, y'all. That's okay, let him. Ain't gonna hurt him none. What was that? Bouncy? Let's go on the bouncy bridge, y'all. Yeah, a little rattly, a little bouncy. Mrs. C walks a little heavier than I do. Not that she weighs more, she just walks heavier. There's a pump house. I'm not sure what we're pumping or welling or whatever, but another little nice bridge. Well, like I said earlier, we went to the expo yesterday.
Not yet.
Not yet. When can I start talking?
No, you can talk.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, she's taking pictures of our camper. Anyway, like I said, we went to the expo yesterday. It was a fun time. We saw several YouTube celebrities. We didn't get to talk to them because they were swamped. I wanted to go shake hands with Joe Russo. Him and Kate are the ones that got us started on, not personally, but because of their videos is what got us started on the life of nomad living. And we saw Grayson and Ashley from our full-time adventure. We didn't get to talk to them, but there was a lot of people around, so we didn't interrupt them while they were. Mrs. C just walked right on by.
I smiled.
Okay, thank you. She smiled. But anyway, I'll turn this back around now. Trying to do some personal time there with me and Mrs. C, but she's not one of those. Well, look. See that look I'm getting? Oh, I got the snake charmer. No, not my tattoo, but I got, where's it at? There it is, the snake charmer, y'all. That's my stick, what I call it. The snake charmer. It's what I use to chase snakes away whenever we're in rattlesnake country. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this back around because I'm probably about to get hit in the back of the head and I don't want y'all to have to watch that. Anyway, let's watch the trail. Awesome. There we go. Go, Bruno. What do you see? What do you smell? You okay, bud? I want y'all to know that Mrs. C just swatted me in the butt with her stick to get me going. Did you hear me just almost fall down? What are you doing, bud? We're still on the Arizona Trail. We've gone about 100 yards, maybe. I spent too much time talking, I think. We're gonna walk our way up here to the Lakeview Vista Trail, maybe. You'll hear my bear bell back there. We're in bear country. I've never taken it off. I just kind of a nostalgia thing for me now. I picked that up when we first started hiking. And it stays on. It probably doesn't do a damn bit of good, but it stays on my backpack. I like it. Bruno's anxious. We just let a couple pass us. We hike slow and we don't like to hold people up, and I don't like recording their backside, so we'll let them pass and get ahead of us a good ways. And Bruno's not very patient. He wants to go, so Mrs. C, she's gonna swat me more than once today, I'm sure. And that's okay. There's a dead tree. There's members of the Dead Tree Society. That's us, y'all. Anyway, you ready? Away they go. It's a snake charmer ready to go. What, my love? Yes, it is. This is our first campground with trees in about 6 months. So we're pretty excited. Anyway, like I said, this was our expo week. We spent the last week of our time in Arizona just kind of hitting and missing little spots because we were going to the expo yesterday. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, we're going to take off, head out of here north. Hopefully we'll be in Utah. Let me see, what is today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday. We'll be in Utah. And then from there we're headed north into Idaho to do a camp hosting gig for the summer. So we'll do lots of recording and videos and fishing and stuff like that from up there. And hopefully, oh, who knows, we may see some of y'all there. You never know. Anyway, let me turn this back around so y'all don't watch me gasp and pant and my last breath. Mrs. C's laughing. Oh, I almost fell down again. Mrs. C's laughing at me. Anyway. We're headed to the Lakeview Vista Trail from Double Springs Campground near Mormon Lake, Arizona. We spent last week in a pasture. I don't know if I call it a pasture, but in a field near Val, Arizona. A hip camp. It was very nice, very secluded. And then the week before that, we were at off of Bloody Basin Road, down by Cordis Lake. But anyway, enough of that. Y'all enjoy the trail. Oh, Mr. C's taking pictures of a dead tree stump. This is our first hike in a while, y'all, so bear with us. Lots of wind, sorry. Gotta carry him across the bridge, y'all. Bruno's short little legs. You doing all right, bud? We get to the top, we'll stop and you can get you a drink. He's like, okay, I heard that. It's a cool looking stump. What do you think?
It's beautiful.
I'm telling y'all, if we were going on a long hike, I would not take the snake charmer because this sucker's heavy. But it's good for fighting off bears so that I don't have to throw Bruno and Mrs. C out as bear bait. Because I know I can't outrun either one of them, so I got to figure out a way to trip them up if necessary. Anyway, like I said, if we're on a long hike, this heavy bastard ain't coming with us. But for these short ones, which right now is not feeling so short, even though it is short, because we haven't done a hike in good heavens knows how long, and this one's at 7,000 feet, so we're not quite acclimated to the altitude yet, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on going. Hopefully we'll make it to the top before we pass out. Mrs. C's chugging water over here, y'all.
No, I'm trying to give you some.
I don't want any right now.
Okay.
Whew. I think she needs to hit her oxygen tank though. Well, she's asthmatic, y'all. She has asthma, so in order to keep from hitting the inhaler, I try to encourage her to hit the oxygen tank as often as possible. And these little boost oxygen tanks are pretty awesome. I'm gonna get it out for her here in just a second. But anyway, enough of me. Let me help her and then we'll get back on the road. There it is, boost. Her little oxygen tank. Hit it, Mrs. C. Snort you some. Get you some, come on.
I've got a dog walking behind you.
They're waiting to watch you snort your oxygen. I'm not moving till you do. I don't know why she's anyway. she's got a little oxygen buzz. Anyway, she'll be good now. All right, y'all, enough of this nonsense. Let's get rolling. There they go, y'all. We've had our break. We've talked y'all's ears off. You're probably sick of seeing our hairy faces. Mine anyway. So, away we go. I know this is not a super long trail segment, but he's out. Bruno's exploring. He won't be very happy when he sees me start walking ahead. He's like, oh no, Dad, you're not leaving without me. Bruno found something to play with, y'all. Lizard. There's the leader of our crew.
Right there.
Bruno's adventures, y'all. That's what we live for. Arizona Trail, right there. Hopefully we don't miss our turn and end up in Mexico, but we're doing good so far. Oh, there it is, Mississippi. Make sure that we see the little flower. Beautiful. I got you, Bruno. One of the good things about hiking to a Vista that me and Mrs. C were just discussing is the hike back is all downhill, which sometimes is rough, but this one's pretty gradual, so. Oh, dear Lord. That was in Alaska. Huh?
The second one where...
You talking about Alaska? When I had to walk back to get the truck because we decided to go all the way over the mountain to the wrong parking lot? Yeah. Yeah, we almost died. We literally almost died there.
That's the third time we almost died.
Yeah, we have a tendency to get lost, y'all, fairly frequently. Oh, the first one was in Oklahoma at
That was our first hike.
that was our very first hike, and neither one of us had a clue how to read all trails or read a trail map or any of that stuff. So where was that? Robbers Cave? Was that?
Yeah, we decided to take a
Shortcut.
yeah, you wanted to take a shortcut, so we took the shortcut. It was supposed to be like a half a mile.
Mrs. C's telling on me, y'all.
And it ended up, by the time we got back, was it 6 miles?
And it was hot, and we didn't have enough water. Mrs. C, I mean, I swear, I thought she was going to die. So anyway, enough of reminiscing about us getting lost. Let's go, Mrs. C. Bruno's waiting. You think the way I ducked there, I was tall enough to hit my head on that. That's not the case. It appears that Mrs. C has found a sign. So let's follow, let's see what Mrs. C's got. Woo! We're going to, we've decided we're going to hook up this evening and leave super early in the morning. Woo! What we got? Arizona Trail, Lakeview Trail, Double Springs Campground. So we're going to the right. That's it for our, oh my goodness. That's it for our Arizona Trail hike, y'all. Bruno says, I got this, I'll take y'all the rest of the way. That's 700 miles. Well, that's a pretty good ways because we're in Flagstaff, so I don't think so this year, Bruno. Woo! Let's do the Lake Vista Trail. The Lakeview Trail, there we go. It's a dried up lake, but we're gonna go look at it anyway. You can tell that I'm not a die-hard YouTuber because I refuse to put the camera down, walk past it, and then walk back and get it again. Whew. I do good to walk at one time. And them quesadillas we had for lunch were really good. Just saying. I think from the campground, this trail is 2 miles out. Or, yeah, to the Vista, the Lakeview point, I think it's 2 miles. So, we're gonna do our best to make it. Mrs. C, I think, is running circles around me, but that's okay. She usually does. Woo! Huh? Hang on. I think the camp host at Double Spring says she hikes this twice or 3 times a week, right? Oh, okay, not the whole thing. Do what? Only to the fence. Okay, and then back. So, and then she does another mile hike down the other direction. So, very awesome. The campground we're going to up in Idaho has it's got a trail that's close to it, about 2 miles. So hopefully we'll be doing the same kind of thing whenever we're there. Is there somebody coming? Oh, anyway, that's the highway, I think. Or a helicopter, who knows? Anyway, press on, Mrs. C. We're going up there somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but we're going up there somewhere. Ooh, I may actually have to duck under this one. I may have to duck. I did. Woo! I had to duck. Bruno, how you doing, bud? Been a long time. A little mossy tree, a little lichen, remote moss, whatever. Mrs. C's holding up the tree, or is the tree holding up Mrs. C? Where's Bruno? How you doing, bud? We're almost to the top, I think. I think we're nearing the top, y'all. I'm glad I didn't have an external mic on. Listen to me gasp for life probably wouldn't be too much fun. We just passed the last group of hikers that were up ahead of us. So I think we're gonna have the Vista all to ourselves. It'll be selfie time. There she goes. Mrs. C is about to summit the Vista. Da, da, da. And Bruno. Bruno the beastie dog. This is the Lakeview Vista. And that is what's left of Mormon Lake. Dried up. It's windy up here, y'all. Mrs. C told me not to go this way, so what do you think I'm going to do? It's just a little wind. What a beautiful view. Lake 2. Oh, shadows. I know that we're probably not going to get much audio on this, but we're going to try. Behind us back there, that's Mormon Lake, what's left of it. And Mrs. C and Mrs. C's already headed down the hill, y'all. We're up here for, I mean, there's not a whole lot. Once you see that, you've made it to the Vista. You see the lake, the dried up lake, which is beautiful, but it is extremely windy up here. All right, y'all. So we have made it. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at it. We have made it to Lakeview Vista. It is very, very windy.
Yes.
You probably may not hear. There's some serious grammar right there, y'all. And I said y'all on top of that. So you may or may not hear. You'll be going in and out, in and out. But this is a beautiful hike. 2 miles up here from the campground. It's pretty much uphill the whole way. It's a gradual incline for most of it. There's a few steep grades, but nothing serious. It is a beautiful Lakeview Vista of Mormon Lake. I'm thinking it's Mormon Lake. If it's not, I'll correct it in the edit. But this is where we're going to sign out for the week. This will be the last clip on the video of our Expo Week expedition. We are leaving here tomorrow morning, headed north. Probably going to try and stay near Page for a couple of days up at, I think it's Beehive Campground. Do some hiking out there and then head west towards Arizona or Nevada, and then up to Idaho. We will keep posting along the way. Hopefully you will follow us. We're not the most exciting, but we have a blast trying. You guys enjoy and be safe, and we'll see you down the road. Mrs. C, got anything?
Nope. Have
All right.
fun.
Mrs. C loved it. Bruno, you got anything for your fan club?
He's tired.
He's tired. All right, y'all. We'll see you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.